Hello everyone, this is Sahar from Alamkoor. Today we are going to learn about plant hormones. Now let's see, what are hormones? Hormones are chemical substance, and these chemical substance, right, which are produced by plants, they are known as plant hormones, and they could be also be called as what? Phytohormones. Plant hormones are also known as phytohormones. And these hormones, what are they used for? They are used by plants for control and coordination, like their growth, development, and response to the environment. Okay. Now let's see the various types. First one, we have auxin. Next we have gibberellin. Next we have cytokinins. Then we have abscisic acid, and then we have ethylene. Okay. Now first let's see about the auxins. Auxins, they are found in the tip of the shoot, and they help the shoot to grow longer. And one more thing here, these hormones, what do? They help in the trophic movement, phototrophism. Okay, so wherever you can see from this figure, this is sun, and here the auxins are distributed equally, uniformly. Okay, in the next figure we see the auxins, because the sun is here, right? So the auxin is mostly in the shaded part where there is no sun. Okay, and because of this, auxins, they help in promotes growth of the shoot. So the because of this, the shoots, right, it bends towards the light. Next we have gibberellin. This gibberellin, what do? They help in the growth of stem and flower. Next we have cytokinins. This cytokinins, by the name itself you can see cytokinins, cell division. Okay, C, it will promote cell division, and they are more concentrated in the fruits and seeds because they require rapid growth. Okay, next we have abscisic acid. This is what? Growth inhibitor. And you see wilting of the leaf, right? This the drying of the leaf, right? The abscisic acid helps in that. Okay, next we have ethylene. This is growth promoter as well as the inhibitor. Okay, and it is only the gaseous plant hormone, others are not gaseous, only this ethylene. Now you see this auxins, gibberellin, and cytokinins. Okay, these three are growth promoter hormones. They help in the growth of the plant, okay, in various forms. Okay, which we have discussed. And this abscisic acid, it's only growth inhibitor, and this ethylene, right, it is growth promoter as well as the inhibitor. Let's see in more detail here. Okay, this gibberellin, right, it works in presence of the auxin hormone, and also it helps what? In cell enlargement and differentiation, also the fruit growth, and the cytokinins, cell division. And also one more thing here is that it promotes the opening of the stomata, and it helps in the delay of the aging in leaves. Next we have abscisic acid. What is its work? It promotes the dormancy of seeds and buds. Okay, because of this, the seeds and buds will be in inactive form. Okay, so whenever there is unfavorable condition, the abscisic acid will act, right? It will promote dormancy. And also here, closing of stomata. In the case of cytokinins, we had the opening of the stomata, and here we have closing of stomata. Then wilting of and falling of the leaves, we have learned that. Then detachment of the fruit and flowers from the plant. Okay, all these things. And we have, because of all these things, that inhibits growth of the plant. Okay, next we have ethylene. It promotes fruit ripening. Okay, so it is growth promoter. Okay, and here we have, it causes leaf and flower senescence and abscescence. Okay, so this senescence is the drying of the leaves, any parts. Okay, and abscescence is the detachment. Okay, so this causes it. So it is acting as inhibitor in this case. Next, it stimulates the release of dormancy. Here it is acting as promoter. Okay, now we can see here for germination, which is acting, gibberellin is acting, and growth to maturity, gibberellin is acting. Flowering also gibberellin. Then fruit development also gibberellin. And abscission, no. And seed dormancy, no. Next, we go for the auxin. Here, the auxin, it helps in the growth. Okay. Next, flowering also it helps. Then fruit development also it helps. And cytokinins, growth, it helps. And flowering and fruit development. And ethylene, we have flowering and fruit development and abscission. Okay. Next, in the abscisic acid, we have abscission and seed dormancy. Okay. That's all for now. Thank you, everyone. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye bye.